Hey, howdy ho, everybody! This is Postmortem Nightshade, and after an amazing week at the cinema, the last film we'll be discussing this weekend is I Love Boosters. Directed by Boots Riley, this film's main star is Keke Palmer, with Taylor Page, Poppy Liu, and Naomi Ackie rounding out the rest of the cast for our protagonists, and Demi Moore plays the movie's lead fashion billionaire villain. Keke Palmer is actually an actress I remember very vividly from the movie Nope, so I was really excited to see her work in this film because I loved her role. I thought she did an amazing job. Jordan Peele movie Nope. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's awesome. But Keke Palmer does a great job in that film, so I was super excited to catch her in this movie. Boots Riley is also actually not a director I am familiar with, but after watching this film, I will definitely be keeping an eye out for his future projects. I always love when movies have a very maximalist and over the top aesthetic, and this film delivers on that in spades. I enjoyed this movie for the same reason I enjoy Baz Luhrmann's movies, which is that I Love Boosters is a true feast for the eyes and ears. There's so much happening with color, texture, camera movements, music, and even some stop motion elements that this movie makes it to where you never want to look away. The production design was amazing. Demi Moore's character works in this really weird high rise building, and I loved it. I also loved how they worked the production design in so seamlessly with the humor. This movie is also not only aesthetically over the top, its story and plot are also insane in the best way. Every time I thought I knew where this story was going, or I felt like I got a grip on the world, the plot would do something completely out of left field that also somehow ended up being perfectly connected and interwoven with everything that was happening. It just blew my mind. The best words that I could use to describe this film are wacky, zany, and completely bonkers, and I say all of those adjectives as a compliment. I think the only way over the top films can actually work is if there is a full commitment to the bit, and this film never strayed from its core. So even though it was all over the place, I thought it actually all somehow blended together really, really well. The music by Tune Yards was one of my most favorite parts of this movie. There was so many things I loved, but I loved the score. There was this awesome, I don't know, it was like a theme song, but it was part of the score for the characters, and it would happen every time they were executing on a plan. I loved the music. It was so awesome. The acting was also top notch, especially from Keke Palmer and Poppy Liu. I thought that the emotional depth they brought to their characters added a lot of heart to the film. Demi Moore, of course, was great as the antagonist, and I have enjoyed seeing the more comedic roles Will Poulter has taken on. Even though he has a really small part in this movie, I found him to be really funny. My biggest critique, I think, of this film would be that it does run at nearly 2 hours, which for me definitely started to feel a little long. But, I was really enjoying my time in this world, so I didn't mind the length as much as I probably normally would have in any other film. And like I said, this movie is insane and completely unpredictable. So if you watched the trailer and weren't sure if this film would be for you, I don't think anything about the actual movie will change your mind, because the actual film dials everything up to 11 and it doesn't slow down at all. But I think if you are ready to go on a fun, colorful, maximalist ride, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this one. So on my scale, this film gets a hey Heidi alrighty. But let me know in the comments, what did you think of I Love Boosters? Thank you everyone so much for tuning in, and if you'd like to follow along on my movie review journey, please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all very soon.